Rachel, and welcome back to another episode of Messy Mom in the Kitchen. So I don't know about you, but right now we're celebrating the Festival of Donuts. No, not really. It's the Festival of Lights, but you know, what celebration of Hanukkah is ever complete without donuts? Well, I have this recipe for you today. 4 ingredients, super simple, and I use my donut maker. See, I don't know about you, I love appliances, kitchen appliances. In fact, sometimes I kind of have to curtail my tendency or my instinct to just add one more. But this was a gift that I got, I think about 10 years ago. So, first thing I'm gonna do, I take my KitchenAid mixer out, or you can take a regular mixing bowl and a handheld. I always start when I have a recipe that has wet and dry ingredients with the wet, because otherwise the dry tends to get stuck to the bottom. So I'm gonna put in half a cup of water. Now I'm gonna put in 1 egg. I don't know about you, but I often end up getting the shell in. So if I crack it right into here, it gets all over the place, and I end up having to pick shells out. So I have found that it's a little easier to break it first into a dish on the side. So in that goes. Now, while we do want to celebrate and be festive, I also don't want my kids to be jacked up on sugar right before bed. And so one of the things that we love in our house is the Kodiak cakes mix. I use this for pancakes, for waffles, for muffins, for banana bread, and for donuts. So what I've done is measured out 1 cup. I'm gonna put that in here. I now have half a cup of Greek yogurt measured out, and I like to use the 2% because I find that when it has slightly higher fat content than the 0%, it helps keep my kids fuller for longer. So I have that in. Now, I'm gonna put my mixer down, lock it in so that it doesn't pop up, and just mix it enough so that everything combines. I don't want it flying out, so I'm not going to put it on a super high speed. But now that some of the powder is mixed in, I'm going to put it a little bit higher. And just like that, I've replaced my stand mixer with my countertop donut maker. So, I'm going to give my ingredients one last stir just to make sure that it's nicely mixed. I find that this little tool right here is helpful for making cookies, for making pancakes, for making mini donuts. I want to do this relatively quickly. Four and a half minutes later, we are now ready to open them up and transfer them to the cooling rack. Now, the donut maker came with this very cool, handy little tool because we don't want to scrape the non-stick surface. So we pop it up. So you just poke it, lift it up, put it on. And you can carefully keep your hand on the top up here. That way, you keep the top from falling down. And a couple of them got stuck together. That's okay. Just pops out so easily. And I love that this is such a simple appliance, and it cleans with just a quick little wipe. As it cools off, I often take a dish towel, not a dish towel. I take my dish gloves, get a very damp paper towel, and just give it a little once over while it's still warm. I find that gets it off the best. I want to show you a little tip. If your knife set came with a pair of kitchen scissors, they come in handy for so many things. So, if this is just for my kids and my husband and I don't really care how they look, then I can leave it. But let's say I'm making this to take to a party and I want them to look nice. So these kitchen scissors are great because you've washed them, they're clean, you keep them with your knives, and then you can just shape your donut by cutting it like this. Voila! Now, I took a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, a teaspoon of butter, and a tablespoon of milk, put it in the microwave, and I put it on for 30 seconds at a time at power level 5 because chocolate can burn in the microwave very quickly. So now that I have it, I probably did it about 4 times, 5 times. So I would say that amount probably takes 2.5 to 3 minutes to get fully melty. And if you find that it's really thick, you can always add a little bit more milk, a teaspoon at a time, to get it in this consistency. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start dipping our donuts in the chocolate. Dip it in, give it a little twist, and then we put it on the plate. Now I'm not gonna do all of them because not everybody in my house eats chocolate. So I'm also going to give a little bit of festive sprinkles on some of them. And that way for dessert later, we have some nice festive donuts. So as always, thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with anyone and everyone.